Man, the beats are just filthy. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back once again. As always, I really appreciate you all being here and for taking some time out of your day to come listen to some good music with me. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ike, and here I react to and break down all different types of music. And today I'm going to be checking out another one from REN. The song I'm going to be reacting to is called The Bedroom, and this is another one that's part of his Vincent's Tale series. And the first song that I actually reacted to from REN was Starry Night. And that was before I realized that everything was interconnected and that this was part of a saga. But so far I've listened to Sunflowers, Self-Portrait, and now with The Bedroom, I'll have concluded this entire series here. Each song that I've heard in this series has just been phenomenal, not only musically but visually. He's had some really interesting and cool and creative videos that have accompanied each one of these songs. But before we kick this reaction off, just a quick reminder, if you guys are enjoying the content, please don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, all that type of stuff. It really helps out with the channel and it's greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump straight into this one. This is REN with The Bedroom. Oh, I like that guitar.
Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contort insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother painting scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vinny. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days are weeks, the weeks a most short life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, hell Britannia rule the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living too DK.
Fantastic lyrics. What do you grab, a flask? Yeah. And Grandpa's old cough medicine.
And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, Every day is a day on death row. So we drink so we don't have to think. Mercy. Days bittersweet.
Oh, that's beautiful.
When the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth, and the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose, bad decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Wow. Just superb. All right. And as usual, I'm going to make my way through some parts of the song here and break down some things that stood out to me. First off, I like the guitar part that he's laying down here on the introduction. I like the clean sound of his Stratocaster. And this is the first part of his saga here that I've seen him break out an electric guitar, which is really cool. And I really dig this intro solo that he hits here. He's making some good use of the whammy bar, you know, creating some cool effects. In typical REN fashion, just excellent guitar playing here. And I like how he just abruptly hits that anger. Have you ever felt anger? That's cool. And then of course he proceeds to lay down these really interesting and creative lyrics. And I like the guitar part that he transitions to here as he's detailing the upbringing of Vincent.
Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother painting scars on her arm.
You know, and you gotta love the Wu-Tang Easter egg here.
When it's the cash that rules everything around me.
And I also like that what helps you is what kills you when you're living to decay. That's an interesting line.
What helps you is what kills you when you're living to decay.
And I like how he breaks out the mid-song flask. Gotta take a quick swig before continuing on here. Cheers, mate. You know, and I like how he sort of uses the drink to detail the grip of addiction, you know?
Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row.
It gets to the point where you're not searching for a high or to feel good, you're just trying to feel normal. And I like how he hits that vocal run when he hits the mercy line. Really cool.
Mercy.
And I like how he goes into that flow when he hits that a cold prison deep in alcoholism.
A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose, bad decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to?
Really cool, man. Wow. Just superb. Richard Stale, supposed to be the police officer. Nasty beef.
Sirens start singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9. Through his crimes timelines intersect, Richard's fate was designed.
And the beats are just filthy.
Paint the picture, set the scene. It's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and read. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Force a model, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself, and there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mono rebound no yo-yo, and so the time it moves slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talked up.
And then I love how it transitions into Richard's tale, you know, and we get to pick up on this police officer's story here. And man, I absolutely love the beat that he's laying down. He goes through a few of them, but the beats are just nasty. They have an old school 90s kind of vibe. And once again, I love the visual concept here. You know, he's just sitting in the back of this squad car spitting some of the illest bars, you know? And I really like how he hits that locked up, Vinny been locked up.
Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top. Time is money, tick tock.
Dude has just got such a sick flow, man. You know, and then of course there's another change up where he hits us with another dope beat. He changes beats just like he changes guitar melodies. Nothing is ever stagnant with his music. It is just constantly evolving, you know. And then visually speaking, once again here, I think it's interesting how we see Richard in real time dealing with the shooting of Screech here. And I like how he drops in on the beat here with that. Paint the picture, set the scene. It's 2019.
Paint the picture, set the scene. It's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and read.
That's cool. You know, and then he proceeds to break out into this rapid style, like Bone Thugs and Harmony type flow, where he's just like, you know?
When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mono.
You know, and he even throws the word popo in there like Bone does, you know?
Take another swig to the brain rose, loke instead of choking, up dead potent smoking, run up on the popo.
And I like how he's detailing a little bit about Richard's life, you know, and we get a glimpse of some of the things that he's going through and some of the things that he's had to endure.
The brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talked up.
Man, the beats are just insane.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger down the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we are all are damn forsaken by creation. Revelations Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
You know, and then what do you know, we switch up into another beat, which is just as fire. You know, and it looks like we're dropping in one of Richard's therapy sessions. And I like how Ren's just kind of sitting in the corner as an observer, kind of like a fly on the wall, but yet he's got like a blowhorn and he's talking about like the 5 stages of grief and whatnot. It's just so interesting, man. And the concept here is so heavy, man. You know, people really have a tendency to shit on police officers, but I think most people really don't think about what police officers have to go through on a day-to-day basis, like the stress that comes with that. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, I mean, police officers are human just like everybody else, and you're gonna get some fucking sociopaths, but for the most part, police officers are decent human beings just trying to make it through the day like everybody else. You know, my father was a police officer for 30 years, and before that, he was a musician. So it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition, you know? And then yet again, the beat switches up. And this last one that he lays down is really pleasant. I love the piano. It's got a really hopeful, uplifting melody to it. And I also love the synth sounds that he's throwing in the mix here.
Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing.
Those are really interesting too.
The numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance. The road's never quite ideal, but slow, rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud, cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, walked with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Wow. That was absolutely brilliant. Man, REN is just next level. All right. That was REN with In the Bedroom from his Vincent's Tale saga. Man, oh man, that was an absolute masterpiece. I'm almost kind of happy that I ended on this one as opposed to Starry Night. As great as every other tune was in this saga, I liked this one the best, man, because it was so eclectic. This was just like one genius creative pot of gumbo. Once again, his guitar playing was stupendous. It was really cool to see him break out the electric guitar. His beat making, like his production skills here, are what really stood out the most to me. You know, he ran through a handful of beats here, and each one of them was absolutely fire. But yeah, this was just another masterful performance from the Bardcore Troubadour, you know, and I'm just really enjoying this ride of creativity, and I'm gonna be here for much more. But yeah, as always, I really appreciate everybody's insights and suggestions that you guys leave in the comments. I always end up learning quite a bit about the artists that I'm reacting to, so always feel free to share your thoughts. And if you want to check out any more of my reactions, especially my REN reactions, I've got a REN playlist up on my channel you guys can go take a look at. And I want to thank you for checking out my latest REN reaction and my conclusion to the Vincent's Tale series here. I'll catch you all in the next one, and until that time, peace.